They're down 0-2. They need this comp to work, and they've gone full dive, full aggression to try and make it work.
How are we feeling about the Aatrox last pick?
Yeah, on Thunder Talk, which was an organization that definitely struggled, but he'll look to try and improve now. Obviously, that wave crashing out.
It's going to be big.
Yeah, he's just dead.
Low, jumped down by 1xN. Sometimes you just got a Valkyrie into him. Both missing flash, both missing teleport. These top laners will be excluded from any objective fight towards the bot side. That seems to be continuing. Kroko looks for the fight on Wei. Renard trying to get out to the mid lane to assist as Wei goes to be engaged on 1xN. Photic's focusing this down. Flashing away is 1xN. Wei hunting for this kill as Wei's getting run down on the other side. Recommits for the CC onto Kroko as missing turns things around. 1 for 1, but it is absolutely IG who are coming out on top, missing low, and once again trying to disengage. IG have 1 kill and a lot of pressure around this dragon should they wish to take it.
Yeah, I think it's a bit risky to try and go for it just like this. You've just burned a lot of cooldowns, and really I think that IG are going to be looking to try and get those ultis online. Shui level 5, Wei very close actually with that Crab Dings level 6, and if you'd have had that in that fight, it would have been a complete wipe. But it's another death onto 1xN. It's another death for the LNG superstar that we're really hoping to see start to pop off in this game. And, you know, the answer to the Kaiser is this really powerful early game pick, as now Photic has no flash.
1xN not quite able to finish things off as the barrier comes through, and 1xN with
Shui also follows.
No flash gets flashed on. Could still go down here as the Rel one auto away from finishing him off, and Shui shuts down the AD carry. Photic comes back to finish off the wave and shove this into tower. It is all coming up IG.
And for 1xN there, that's unfortunately one of those blunders that, you know, we can't really excuse. It's just looking for a play. Sobro topside. Is he dead? No, Shia. He stopped to auto. Oh! He has the passive. He's fine. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Sobro would have liked to have Wei on the way back, but
1xN missing, you know, any of these carries in the backline, you're going to have Galio ulti to protect.
To making it, but LNG setting up a trap for Sobro on the top side. Shear's going to flash right onto this. Sobro does get dragged back, commits the flash early, and at this point, Kroko committing under tower could very well be a mistake. Is going to be pulled back in. Sobro tries to turn this around, and he does. LNG get a little too thirsty for Sobro. Nice collection of a wave down towards the bot side and collection of a Scuttle Crab incoming as Wei is constantly threatening on this Jarvan. Kroko does try and re-engage. Sheer is here. Wei should be able to get out over the wall, but just gets CC'd a bit too far away from it to make it out.
Saves his flash.
Scuttle Crab and a kill.
And the kill does. Missing already has that Proto Belt finished, so Nico's full build, and we'll see whether or not Missing can find the engage. Dragon 3k HP.
Kroko waiting for it, goes over the wall, and smites it away. LNG do steal the Hextech Dragon, and now IG seem to be on mixed pages. Some want to engage, some want to disengage. Wei wanting to engage gets caught up in the Pop Blossom of Missing. Does get assassinated by Photic. 1xN trying to finish off the kill on Renard, but Soboro and Photic seem unstoppable. The damage pouring out of these two is wild. Triple kill for Photic, and IG, they might not have gotten the dragon, but I don't mind.
But they got one hell of a fight, dear. That's 5-4-2. That's incredible stuff. They will be more than happy with that. This is a really ends. Quickly picks off Shia as well. There's just no focus from LNG. That recognition of we need to kill Photic, which they had in abundance in Game 1 and Game 2, is completely missing for this third.
It's a situation that normally looks a lot scarier. IG were split up. They didn't really have a clear way to engage with backline.
There, it looks like he's, you know, baiting them in, and that's exactly what it is. He knows that with that W landing onto the Vi, he can kill her instincts whenever he wants to because he's got those plasma stacks ready. So he just actually sits and waits, and now Kroko in trouble again.
Fotic still has flash, does avoid the Pop Blossom for right now as Shui goes low. It's going to be Kroko in answer to him. Bulldog falling quickly afterwards. 1xN trying to put in damage from range, but simply doesn't have it. And it is another triple for Fotic.
And you can see in these fights how confident Fotic feels.
It's got to feel pretty good for Fotic as well, considering that just last year he was playing for LNG, and now is set up against them in the Demacia Cup and continues to, I would say, push forward as a player, since we're talking about IG as a team of players that are all trying to do their best to immortalize themselves in the LPL. He's doing exactly that. Shui goes on the engage. Remember, we've got a shockwave waiting. Into the front line does go Sheer. Being peeled off. Out comes the Pop Blossom. Renard still saving the Shockwave. Finally is going to use it to turn things around. Bulldog re-engaging with the heroic entrance, and this looks like IG have lost control of the fight. Wei still chasing one down, 2 for 2. Sheer can't finish off Renard, but is coming back to help with Wei, as he should be the next to fall. Bulldog sets it up and claims the kill, and somehow LNG claw this fight back.
This is why we B1 Media. They had the perfect engage to this. Shui threw his life away. They killed the backline with no real problem. And it was still only a 4 for 3. They're going to need to find great success
and
again.
We're fighting again. Instant engage. This time an instant deletion on missing. LNG, they roll the dice once, they come up a winner, but they make the mistake of rolling the dice again and giving another triple kill to Fotic.
And that's just not what you need if you're LNG. The second you find just the smallest avenue back into the game, it's shades of game number 1, only the stakes this time are far, far higher. They lose this game and they are out of the Demacia Cup. They lose out on a big play on the mid lane. They try to herald in, using a little bit of that momentum almost to swing in their favour. Just didn't quite make it work, and Fotic once again able to come up, sweeps a 3-kill piece out of his back pocket. And let's talk about this for IG for just a second. Again, an organisation that in 2025 was disappointed with their results. They dropped some of their, bigger ticket players. They've still got a couple on the roster, but not nearly looking to make it as almost as deep a run as we might have expected them to through 2025. This roster of, academy players, of people who have, struggled a little bit through the LPL last year in Fotic and Shui. Look at that as Bulldog just dying off screen here. Fotic no ulti, snipes him out anyway. But a bunch of players that people weren't particularly expecting great things from on this IG roster are now on their way to 3-0ing their way through the semi-finals of a Demacia Cup against an LNG team that's much easier said than done. We've now reached that stasis being available for Fotic. He's got that stasis in his inventory, and I think Shui here just kind of baiting them in a little bit. Doesn't take any damage from that. And Sheer caught out now.
Thinking that the fight was going to happen, now has a fight happening on top of him. He will get deleted. Not even a res going to come in after that. Wayne knows that his team, large in charge, is ready to win. Missing does manage to walk things out, but LNG are pushed out of their own jungle. As much as they survive, you gotta watch Sheer go down and lose complete control of every objective on the map. Not just the Dragon, not just the Baron. Their own red buff is untouchable to them.
Yeah, and Renard here still with that shockwave ready. You can see just posturing, feeling very happy that he can really zone out the rest of LNG. I will quickly highlight that we do need to keep our eye on Bulldog in these team fights. He did almost one-shot Fotic on the backside of that. Yes, Fotic still had flash and barrier available, but he could have got caught off guard by the CC chain that is open to the Galio. So it's not all completely Jova just yet for LNG, though it is, looking very much like it, as Dre now finds Kroko and Fotic not too far away.
Fotic, unfortunately, no ult to finish that off, but Renard's got his back.
Around a place on the map that he should not be, and actually that ends up losing out another massive neutral objective for LNG, one that they really ought to not have lost so frugally. And now Bulldog down on that bot side. Yeah, he can maybe one-shot a Kai'Sa, but an Aatrox is an entirely different beast.
Yeah. Ooh, Pop Blossom, though. Nice little pick. That does get rid of one Baron, and everything counts, especially when IG are trying to walk into your base.
Well, yeah, exactly. You'll take whatever you can get here. And I mean, Sobro there, he knows that this game is pretty much done. Their ticket to the Demacia Cup Grand Finals is pretty much delivered here. So he's just having a little bit of fun flexing on and down on that bot side. Now it's the time for LNG to try and make the Hail Mary play.
Okay.
5 versus 4. What can you do?
Missing no Pop Blossom here. Heroic Entrance not going to connect. And we're watching Photic, who in the backline just plays safe. Out goes the Cataclysm. Jarvan gets popped into GA. Bulldog positioning on the front lines. Killer Instinct in for Photic. And he is 1v2ing in the backside. Assassination onto the head, onto Corki. This is all coming up Photic as he gets slammed by Bulldog for the kill. It is a triple kill, this time for Renard. But importantly, it is an ace for Invictus Gaming. Will take on these Nexus Towers, who will take out this series and move themselves one step closer to immortality in the Demacia Cup and the LPL.
A 3-0, a 15,000